Welcome to another fun-filled edition of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. My name is Amino Hassan. I'm joined today by Big Jerv. Black Trey is out on location somewhere. He's at a fancy Negro brunch, as I like to call it. He's doing fancy Negro things, and he can't even drink. I feel bad for Trey, man. Now, like all of these things that sound so fun, if you say, "Yeah, but you can't drink," I kind of don't want to do it no more. You know. You know what I'm saying, Jerv? Like, would you want to do this shit? Would you want to go sit around with other fancy Negroes and not have any alcohol in you? You just got to be stone cold sober.
No, Stone Cold sober at any fancy function is never it's never key. It has to be a little bit of torture for my man. But I mean, Trey probably taps into his inner zen and he just blocks it out and
Ain't
drinks
enough.
his lime water or cucumber water.
Oh my God, ain't enough Zen and ain't enough cucumbers to make that shit go. I once hosted the Sports Business Journal 40 Under 40 Awards, and like I'd never hosted an award show before,
Oh
or
shit.
really any. So I was like, oh, I was nervous, but they had an open bar, so took care of all those jitters. The boy was out there dealing.
Tapped into your inner legend.
Yeah, man. It's weird. It's kind of like, locked in a cage somewhere is the real me, but the key is made out of alcohol. Like you just got to pour a shot of tequila in there, shit unlocks, and here we are. Got a great show for you guys. Um, again, patreon.com/count things. If you are a Patreon member, thank you. And that's why you get this whole episode all up at once on Monday. If you're not a Patreon member, well, you're going to have to deal with chunks throughout the week. And who really wants to deal with chunks? So go ahead, become a Patreon member. Get the podcast all at once. Get the OG pod that me, Trey, Zach, Waz, Tom, and Jay do. Uh, get the access to the watch alongs that we do. Oh, we might do a World Cup watch along. Ooh, that would, you know what? Let me look at the schedule right now. I'm about to throw that into the chat. We want to do a World Cup watch along because, man, I watched the opening game right now. Ain't nothing like the World Cup, man. Matter of fact, let's start there. Ain't nothing like the World Cup. We ain't got to spend a whole segment on this, but Jerv, are you a World Cup guy? Do you get caught up in the emotion and all that shit?
So I guess like when the US has something going on or whatever, I do at first. But then once I got up to Bristol and I started playing FIFA, I had a much more like love and respect. The
Yeah,
game really made me really appreciate like how like amazing it is. So I'm not like, don't get me wrong, I can't tell you who's gonna win. Not that anyone can tell you who's gonna win, but like I can't even like tell you like, who should win. You know what I mean? Like anything like that. But I'm definitely gonna watch. You know what I mean? Like I'm a Messi fan, so like but
fraud.
I wish Barbados was in it.
You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you right now. So here's the deal. I'm from Sudan, and basically, what we do, we have multiple objectives, but our team is Brazil. That's it, man. Ain't no conversation. That's the Sudanese national team, Brazil. Don't ask me why. That's just how it is. And so, like, I don't ever have to worry about like, oh man, I wish da, da, da. Like, no, man, I don't give it. Like, if Sudan won the World Cup, that would be cool for sure. But I don't give a shit, like, because I'm rooting for Brazil. I'd probably root for Brazil over Sudan, to be honest with you. Like,
So if Sudan and Brazil met in the final,
in the final, that might be, but it's like win-win. It's like having two sons playing against each other for the championship. Like, I'm winning either way. Not feeling sad either way. I've said this story on Levitard before. Like, the only time I've ever cried for a sporting event, like result as an adult, was when Brazil lost to Germany in 2014. They lost like 7-1 or some shit like that. That's the only time I've ever shed a tear, like for a sporting result.
oh man, you got to catch up.
Oh no, it's the only place where I feel those emotions, man. That's how serious I am when it comes to Brazil in the World Cup. But like, here's the funny thing: this year in the World Cup, there's like 10 actual Sudanese players, but they're playing for different teams. 5 of them play um for Qatar, which just got their ass beat in the first game. And that's when I realized, yeah, that's probably why. Like, if you had to go get 5 Sudanese players, then you're already hard up, man. Uh, three of them play for Australia, and I want to say one or two plays for Switzerland. So it's like that's pretty cool. I'm gonna get to root for these guys from afar. Supporting carrying the flag or whatever for us inside their hearts, even as they wear other colors. But yeah, Jerv, just pick a team. Like you say you
I'm
like
excited
Messi.
for US. I'm excited for the
No,
US
man,
though.
US is trash. Let me tell you right now, they
Nah,
trash.
yo, I saw a pre. I saw the pregame. I was watching the whatever the pregame show is for the first match, and they got me hyped. I feel like I'm so I'm all in, bruh. We got some young dudes. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just not a believer. That's on my personal list of priorities every World Cup. One of those things is watching the USA lose embarrassing. I want them to just be embarrassed.
So would you would you be? Are you like wanting them to all whenever? Like, there's no way you would want them to win.
No. The most conflicted I'm gonna be is when they have England in their group. So USA versus England, I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't know, because I hate England too. England are the Knicks of the World Cup. They won once a long time ago, and every year the supporters say this is our year, but then they end up fucking up one way or another.
Nah,
So
they said we got a chance this year against them.
I guess maybe I don't know. They're two teams that I hate, man. So I mean,
So you hold on, wait. This is hold on.
mhm,
So if the U.S. whatever, like they get to the goal to the final, right?
mhm.
To the you're like you're like
First of all, that ain't
no.
gonna happen. But yeah, the only oh man, the only way I'll root for the U.S. is if they're playing against Argentina. I hate them motherfuckers more than anything. They're the worst. They are the absolute worst. But like they're the worst in that like they're good. They're good. I'm not stupid. Like they're good, but I just don't like them. That's the rival. That's the big rival for Brazil. But for the USA, I hate them because they trash. And it's like it's one of those things. Where, it's like the Knicks. It's like saying like I can't wait for y'all to show how trash you are again. Like it's gonna show. Oh, you had a good start to your season. Don't worry, it's gonna show up sooner or later. Y'all are trash, and that's what gives me joy. Um, but yeah, man, World Cup fever. This is the part. I'm gonna tell you. This is one of the few times where I won't say disappointed, but kind of like I wish I was in New York because going to these bars and it's everybody there packed and they're all rooting for
Yeah.
whatever. There's nothing like it. That's fun. It's such a great atmosphere. Typically this happens during the summer. It's the first time we're having a Winter World Cup, so it's a little weird. But man, like it's I can't understand people who are like, oh, that's boring, or whatever, man. Like, you know what it's like? My man Joe Brown compared it last night. It's like March Madness. You got all these
Mm.
games going on, and all these people packing bars and shit, and everyone's excited. Um, there's just an energy about it that it's hard to replicate in any other sport. And then obviously, once you get to that final game, where like was like a billion plus people are watching, it's something else. But speaking of sports, and we're gonna keep it in this sports segment. I had to ask Jerv. We got some Philadelphia landmarks happening here. One behind us, and one in front of us. Do you want the landmark that's behind us first, or do you want the one that's ahead of us?
I'll take. I'll go the one that's behind us.
All right. So Sixers beat the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo shoots 4 of 15 from the free throw line. After the game, he's trying to get some shots up. Montrezl Harrell, who played like 3 minutes and scored 1 point or some shit like that, decides, Giannis, you're not allowed to shoot. And he takes the ball and he tries to go home with the ball, tells him to go back to Milwaukee. Then Giannis tries to shoot anyway at another basket. And what do you call it? The facilities people come and try to put up the ladder and basically work on that basket so that he can't. So Giannis moves the ladder. The ladder falls over. Everyone grasps their heart, like, oh my god, can't believe it. Um, there's more to this apparently. Uh, Thanasis went to midcourt to speak to Harrell. The Sixers reserve center threatened Thanasis, saying at separate times, "I'll beat your ass, and you better send that shit back to the locker room." Jerv, I need to hear your kind of like, how did you process all of these things happening?
I mean, at first I was like, damn, wow, Giannis, he got frustrated. I was like, well, my first thing was, everyone's going to make it seem like this dude's tripping, whatever. But then once you hear once you hear that they got this altercation at the court, that's kind of wild for him to like. I don't understand why he wouldn't just let my man shoot some free throws. like it's not
So
like he was. It's not like he was. It was after the game. Like, it has nothing to do
yeah,
with you.
I talked to Keith Pompey, who covers the Sixers for the Philadelphia Inquirer, and Keith thinks that Montrez was trying to try him. Basically, he's trying to see if Giannis would hoe out and be like, "Oh, sorry about that," or would he stayed his ground? And obviously, Giannis stayed his ground. Um, does this make you like Montrez more? Like, is this like, yo, you a real one because you protecting the home court, telling niggas to go back to Milwaukee and shit, or are you kind of on the side of, I don't know, man, like that was kind of a weird move.
Well, I mean, it's two things. One, I think it was kind of like, I get it, but it was a weird move. But I also feel like there's just certain people you should just not like poke or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, that
particularly
just doesn't seem like that's going to end well
particularly when
somehow, some way.
you're not gonna be on the court next time they play. Like,
You
that's the
might not,
big one.
you might not even be on the team anymore, bro. Like, who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows what the hell can
that's
happen
the point.
nowadays? You just gonna make this dude give us 50?
So the thing that's ahead of us, Jerv, I'm sure I don't have to tell you what's ahead of us from a Sixers standpoint.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm coming home.
Come
I'm
on.
coming home.
Oh.
Tell the world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and they've forgiven my mistake. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming. Dun 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 dun. Yo, Ben Simmons plays his first game at Philadelphia this upcoming, I believe, is it Tuesday? Hold on, let me make sure.
Tuesday.
It's
It's
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Yeah, this shit. Memorize it. First of all, are you going to the game?
No, I put in a bid to go to the game, and my bid was not
Damn.
received. I mean, it was received.
But it's someone outbid you, basically.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
Someone had.
yeah.
It's with Mark. Were you gonna go with Mark
I mean,
or
so I have a couple people I asked. I definitely asked him.
right?
It
See,
just wasn't happening.
if it were me, if I were Mark or whoever is the person that has an extra seat, you know what I would do? I would have everybody show up on a Zoom. All the people who ask me for tickets. And be like, yo, this is the thing. Game's Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Tuesday morning, 11 a.m. I don't give a shit if you got work. You show up to the Zoom, and the biggest hater, the person who can convince me the most that they're gonna make this shit super funny for me as we hate on Ben Simmons, that's the person who gets the ticket.
Well, here's the thing. So when I did reach out to him, him particularly, I had to take the actual opposite approach.
Oh,
Um,
I'm gonna be well behaved.
uh, be, because like I told you, we all remember that that Nets series when they had what was my man name, ice in his veins,
Oh, D'Lo.
D'Lo, yeah, when he was on the team, they lost game one, and I snapped, and I was sick. I was with him, and I snapped. And listen, man, I snapped. I snapped. You know what I mean? I wasn't, and I had to tell him, I said, my bad. You know what I
You
mean?
conduct unbecoming of
Like I didn't do anything crazy, but I do recognize that these people, right?
right.
Like, what I
Yeah.
mean? This isn't I'm not home where I could just say what I want
Yep.
and then, go about my day, because there's no way anyone's gonna know what nothing like that. So I had to tell him, like, hey, I'll be good. I won't do anything crazy. I promise I won't, do anything wild or anything. But it's actually probably best that I watch it at home because I
Yeah.
need all my emotions to just be as pure as possible.
So are you going to like show up to the hotel, the team hotel, and be outside like them cats that be waiting? Hey man, you suck as they get on the bus.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. And I just,
Wow.
honestly, I hope everybody chills. I really hope everybody because I know it's not happening. But honestly, you know what I think? I really don't think he's gonna play. I don't care what anyone says.
Really?
Yeah, I
You
don't
think
think
he
he's gonna play.
dog, I mean, I feel like he makes it worse every time he does that.
It's
Like
cool.
it gets a little worse.
He'll be okay. Like I think he cares two craps. The smart thing would be just get it over with.
Oh,
But it's not going to be a
yeah.
one time thing though. It's
No,
it's going to
it'll
be
be the rest
it's
of his
going to be
career.
every time.
It'll be the rest of his career. So that's why I'm like, you can't keep avoiding this shit, man. Like, at some point you gotta face your fears.
He got the homie coming back, so maybe he feels like he can
Maybe
sit. Maybe he feels like he can sit out now.
that's the shield right there. Let Kyrie take the heat. Maybe they'll forget about me. See, I would have been like this with Ben Simmons. I would have been like, yo, y'all sure y'all want to lift the suspension now? Yo, Kyrie, can you make this apology in a couple of days? Make it on
Hey,
Tuesday.
bro. Hey, bro. It don't matter. We're gonna be locked in on him regardless. Like
Oh
locked
man.
in.
All right, Jerv. So you know who Scotty Beam is, right?
Yeah.
So Scotty Beam was at a concert last night, and some dude, this dude at Khalil Gibran underscore tweeted next to Scotty Beam at this concert, she got that monkey on her back. So Scotty quoted him and said, I'm sitting here at a concert. You're a few seats away from me, and this is what you choose to say to me? You want my nigga to come and slap the shit out of you?
Mm.
All right. And then her man jumps in and says something along the lines of, don't go nowhere. I'm gonna see you in a second to the dude. And then the dude kind of, I don't know, he goes outside to smoke and he says, I'm outside. And Scotty tweets, you gotta tell everyone how you left early as soon as at Shannon Wallace tweeted you, LOL, you are pussy, LOL. So, but the conversation that got started was the idea of like was based off of some of these replies. One of the replies is, what if you end up beating your man's ass? Would you feel bad getting him lumped up or dump him? And then someone replied to that saying, you think women don't know when their men can fight or they just randomly getting a man get dusted? To which somebody responded, they actually don't be knowing if we're keeping it a buck. Jerp, the topic is women who get their man into fights that their man didn't necessarily pick. One of my homies said that this shit happened to him. We had two stories in the chat. One of my homies said he got in a fight and his girl tried to like grab him and pull him back, like stop fighting. That all that accomplished was allowing the other nigga to just repeatedly clock him in the face without the use of his arm. The other story was one of my boys said he was walking down the street with this girl, with his ex. She wanted me to fight three random niggas on the street out of town. Out of town. Because when we walked by, they said, Chris Brown ass nigga, and laughed.
Chris Brown ass nigga. Yeah,
That's just a
she
funny hook.
wanted him to fight three random niggas,
Out of
and
town.
he was out of town.
Jerv, have you ever been in have you ever been in a situation where the woman you're with wants you to fight like or instigates a fight that you're like you had no business being part of.
Nah, I can't say I have. I've been in situations where they've gotten in fights, and it's just like,
That counts too.
okay.
Because it's like your thing is like I was just chilling. Like that's the whole thing. It's like
What
there's
the
a difference
fuck? We
between
was
when
chilling.
people are like we're all like hyped up or whatever, and like okay, that's something, right? But it's another thing when it's like yo, I was just chilling, man. Like you over here volunteering my name and shit like that.
Yeah, I had one time at a party in college where like I just saw like a melee happen, or like a melee just start to happen,
Yeah,
and basically my girlfriend at the time came down and was just like, "Yo, we gotta go." But it wasn't like the "Hey, it's crazy in here." It was like the "Yo, we gotta get out of here." And I was just like, "All right." So we go go out, and they was like, "Yeah." Um, they got into a fight with these girls upstairs, and then it just got crazy. But it all started because they fought these girls upstairs.
right.
I, I
But
had to get
but
out of there.
but she told you we got to leave, right?
Yeah.
All right, no, she that's the opposite. She saved the situation.
No, but
I'm
she
talking about
started it.
okay, she started, but like she also like she saved you the hassle. I guess she saved you the
Oh,
situation
okay, I
from your
got you.
standpoint. Whatever she did, I mean, you ain't nothing to do with that. Like for me, I was this has happened twice. Oh no, it's happened more than twice. It's happened a bunch of times. But the two most recent times,
Maybe
the
they
girl
think I can't fight.
well, no,
Yo,
one of them,
that's crazy.
yeah, yeah. One of them was uh she got into it with a girl and we're at like a at a part at a like a an event, not like a party, like just free for all. So
Mm,
I'm telling her like, yo, chill, because security's gonna come here, gonna see this girl acting crazy, gonna see us being mad calm, and like it's gonna take care of itself. But she kept acting crazy too, and I'm just like, oh, you calm your ass down, like just stop talking for a second. Like even as I'm talking to security, like, well, we were here, and this woman said we couldn't sit here, but it wasn't reserved or anything. And then this bitch, I'm like, no, shut up. We look like the calm regular people. Oh man. So that one, but that one's tame. The one that was funny was like we were at, I was at a like at a pool. And it's again, it's the same sort of situation. Like there are these seats, beach chairs, and we're our flights like at 3 p.m. or whatever. So we're just killing time at the hotel
Oh, you're
till it's
doing the
time to
drink,
leave.
the drinks before
Yeah,
the flight thing. Okay.
sure. And so when we get there, there's like all of these. I mean, the pool's empty; it's deserted. But all of these beach chairs have like these clips on them. I'm like, ain't nobody here. So sit down. This dude walks up. So I'm sorry, these are taken. And I'm like, what? No, like I'm talking about like 20 seats. 20 seats are taken. And you're the only one here. It's like, yeah, that's why I got clips on them. I'm like, where are they at? I thought he was gonna say, oh, they're in the bathroom or whatever. He's like, well, they're not down yet, but when they come downstairs, I'm like, all right, well, when they come down, we'll talk about it then. But for now, I'm gonna sit right here. He's like, well, no, they're reserved. I'm like, what are you talking about reserved? And so then she starts getting into it with the dude, and then the dude tries to like musical chairs, fucking like throw his body into the chair so we can't
Oh
sit down.
no.
And now I'm like,
He was cock blocking the chairs.
yeah, I'm like, what are you doing, man? What are you like? I'm at this point, I'm like, again, it's one of those things where I'm talking and I know hotel security is coming.
Oh
And shout
yeah.
out to Marriott ambassador status. I'm like, I know I'm not going to lose this fight if I just maintain just a level of like I'm a regular person. This one starts escalating. The dude throws his body into the chair, hip checks her. So now I'm like, well, now I got to do something about this. Like I can't just,
He
I
put
can't be like,
hands on her.
I'm like, oh, man. So I had to grab him and shove him off the thing. And luckily he was like an older white guy, so I knew he wasn't going to do that. Like I had no fear in my heart of what would happen, like in terms of me getting my ass whooped. But it was a level of like, Jesus, man, can I just go through like one day of just being regular and not having to go to like a battle royale or some shit?
I've definitely had my fair share of being at like being at a staff. Nothing that has come to like possible physical shit, but definitely like situations being escalated. I keep thinking of Mark's clip about Cheesecake Factory whenever I talk about my time back in the day going to Cheesecake Factory. But we were at Cheesecake Factory ordering something to eat, and whatever we wanted on the menu, whatever she wanted on the menu, she swore up and down it was on that menu. So I rode with her and was like, yo, it was on the menu. The waitress starts to get smart, or the perception is the waitress is starting to get smart. Next thing you know, it's the smart comments back and forth, and then it's the escalating of the argument, and then it's like, hold on, like like yo, just chill, like it ain't that deep. You know what I mean? Them type situations, like yo, it ain't that deep. Come over, whatever. So we eventually we de-escalate the situation. I get her outside. We go to PF, not
Change?
PF Chang, PF Chang or whatever, one of them type joints. Like a day
Yeah.
or two later, that
It
shit was
was on
on.
the
That
fucking
shit was on. That shit was on their menu.
no. No.
Yeah,
Oh.
bro, yo,
That's when you hit her with the Jason Terry meme, the one where he just stares like and it zooms in on him.
bro. I just passed at the menu and said, tapped it and said, nothing else for me to say, yo.
What did
Like,
she
yo,
say? What did she say?
whatever.
God damn, man.
What you think you gonna get, yo? I thought I was gonna get, I was gonna get like a Barack Obama type speech or like an apology.
I need a
Nah,
Kyrie
bro.
Irving apology. With like six
Whatever.
steps. Like we gotta go meet with leaders of the cheesecake community, uh, and like let them know that shit it was uncalled for. Oh man, that's a killer right there, man. Like because here's the thing, you got two options. You either could be wrong or you could be a traitor. There ain't no in between. You either gonna roll with the wrongness that we all wrong over here, or you could be like, that shit ain't on, never been on that menu, and now you're a fucking traitor. Like, oh,
Why
you
would
just sold me.
why would you do that? Why would
Yeah,
you dare say that thing had never been on that menu? And I
that's.
didn't even know. I just
I mean,
rode with it, just
no,
like
but
yo,
because
fuck it.
here's the reality of those situations, Jerv. I'm never gonna see this waitress again. Most likely, I gotta go
Never.
home with this motherfucker.
Yep.
And that's the math. Like when you're in a relationship, that's really the math it comes down to. Is like, which one of these people do I have to deal with more? That's why, by the way, so many conflicts happen between women and their man's
Mm.
mom, because that's one of the few times the mom where the man is like, "Oof, I got to deal with both of these though." Like, not like I'm not going to see either of them ever again.
Yeah, I
So it's,
pretty much had to deal with these for the rest of my life
yeah,
right here.
I gotta deal with this. Like, it's not as easy as the waitress at Cheesecake Factory. Like, bye, bitch. Like, have fun being right. Like, get this pussy over here. Like, god damn, man. Fights, man. People want to fight. Grown people want to fight. Not weird. Like I've reached a point, I think, where like, yeah, man, I just don't care enough. Like there's nothing I care enough to fight over.
Nah, I'm good. You'd have to really
You'd have to
like
punch me pretty much.
yeah.
Like I'd have to be fought in order for me to fight. Well, I guess I got to fight now. Now that's happened, by the
Well,
way. Being with your boys, being with my boys, and having to get into a fight that I didn't sign up for. The most famous example, I think I've told this on BOMM before, but it's been so long, I'll tell it again. I was with my cousin Proof and two of our friends. It was four of us. We were on Roosevelt Island in New York. Have you ever been to Roosevelt Island? Is like this residential kind of little strip of an island between Queens and Manhattan. If you've ever seen that like tram that goes across with the bridge,
yeah.
like that's a Roosevelt Island tram, right? It
Okay.
takes you to Roosevelt Island. It's a very nice community, but it's also right across the water from Queensbridge. So the Queensbridge kids like to cross the bridge on the other side and come and just fucking fuck with people, right? So we went to go get some pizza, and it was late at night, and so we're inside, and you know how when you're inside somewhere dark and it's somewhere bright, and outside it's dark. If you try to look out the window, all you'll see is your reflection. So I'm sitting there eating pizza, and we're talking, and I'm looking at my reflection. And so we get done and we walk out. We're walking down the block, and there's like a group of like 13 dudes on the corner. I like pride myself in being like very aware, but like not like, across the street. Like I know how to carry myself. I'm cool. I'm not threatened, but also I'm not oblivious, right? So we're walking, and one of this big dude asks my cousin who's smoking, is like, "Yo, do you have a light?"
Mm, mm.
And my cousin's like, "Yeah, sure." And he lights
Oh.
the cigarette, and while that happens, dude turns and looks at me, and he says, "Why was you ice grilling me?" And I said, "Pardon me." He says, "Yo, back there at the pizza place, you was ice grilling me. You staring me down." And I'm like, "Nigga, I've never seen you in my life. Like, I don't know what you're talking about." I later realized it was when I was looking at my own reflection. He thought I was staring at him. But
Mm.
he's like, "No, no, no." He's like, "Yo, are you staring at me, bro? You got a problem?" I'm like, "Bro." And in my mind, I'm like, "This is all a misunderstanding. I'm going to fix this up real easy." While I'm thinking about how I'm going to like make some joke to break the tension and shit. Because now, like, I can feel like everyone's starting to crowd around and shit. My buddy Hashim standing right here, and one of the guys said, "Yo, back up," and he kind of shoved him away in his chest. So again, like Montrezl Harrell and Giannis Antetokounmpo, you ain't gonna let no nigga just shove you. And you're like, "Oh, sorry about that." So Hashim steps back up, like, and that's when the big dude who's talking to me says, "You stepped on my dog," and fucking hauls off and punches the fuck out of Hashim in the face.
Oh shit.
And then the dude who shoved Hashim turns and punches me.
Oh shit.
And two guys jump on Proof, and our fourth friend Pat just kept walking. That nigga said, he later on said, Pat said, as soon as that nigga asked for a light, I just kept walking. so so
Never
now
stop. You can never stop.
Proof's out here. He's fighting two dudes. Hashim got held with his arms behind his back, and the motherfucker was just like teeing off on him, right? And the guy who punched me, and in my brain, I'm like, did this nigga just hit me? So then he punched me again, and I was like, yeah, I think he might have just hit me. So now he's getting upset because he's punching me. It's obviously not doing any damage. I'm just sitting there taking it to the chin, like, all right. But at the same time, I'm not like fighting back. I'm just standing there looking at him, kind of like with this dazed Homer. You know what Homer be thinking, and his eyes just be like this because he in his head.
Yes.
That's how exactly how it must have looked. So the third punch he throws, he fucking like he put some shit behind it. Hits me, and I kind of stagger back, and when I took a step back off the curb, I trip and I fall. And that dude and two other dudes come out of nowhere, and they all start like just kicking me and stomping or whatever. I feel no pain, mind you. I'm just laying there. I'm like, "Yo, we in a fight right now? Is that what's happening?" As these niggas just, and then finally, like, I was like, "No, we in a fight. These niggas trying to kick your ass." So I jumped, Jerv. I jumped. I said, "Hey, yo, chill." And all three of them niggas was like, because they thought I was dead. So they just jumped out. Like, oh. And so my hands went like this. All right, like, which one of these niggas am I going to punch first? Unfortunately, my legs was all the way down the block. It was like a cartoon, man. I was like this, but then my body was like. So I kind of like, I took these 2 or 3 quick steps away, and then something in my brain said, "I mean, you can't run. Don't be no bitch." So then I start just strolling mad cool away. Like, yeah, like I ain't running for this shit or whatever. Proof. So I walked out. I literally, all I had was like a split lip. And I
Okay.
think I think it's because I bit my own lip, to be honest with you, when I fell down.
Okay.
I don't think it inflicted any damage on me. Like I didn't have no swelling, no bruising. It was just a split lip. My proof, they tried to pull his hoodie over him like hockey style and just beat his ass up. So he slithered out of that shit and fucking knocked one nigga out and was da da da. And he got I sewed with the short dude, and the short dude was like, "Yeah, I like big niggas." And Brew was like, "Hey yo," it's so the fucking stupidest shit ever. And Hashim got fucked up. His eye was just this
I
nigga
can
looked like
imagine.
that nigga looked
They
like
had
Rocky
they
and shit.
had his arms behind
Yo,
his back.
he said he later told the story. He said they had both my arms back. It's like I was like, so I hit him the only way I knew how. I was like, I headbutted him in the chest. He headbutted me. Oh, it's such a dumbass fucking thing,
Oh shit.
man. And then like as we walked away, the niggas were holding Proof's hoodie like it was a trophy. Yeah, we got your hoodie. They
Better
later
not
asked
come
us,
back
yo,
around here.
did they rob y'all? I'm like I said, I can't remember who asked. Someone said maybe they thought y'all was some rich kids and they want to rob y'all. I said, lady, that nigga's coat cost more than my entire outfit, socks and drawers included. Like, they didn't rob us, they didn't do shit. Niggas just wanted to fight, I guess. But yeah,
They thought
man.
you were staring at them.
So I was staring at him, man.
Stop staring at people.
I'll try. All right, what else we got? Thanksgiving, and then do you have anything? Oh, Sean Clemens, Chicago tacos. All right. This might be a quick one, but still.
Okay.
All right, this is becoming a weekly topic now. This nigga Sean, man, in the chat every week has something that's just outrageous. So Trey's in LA, right? Trey's in LA. That's why he's not with us here. He's doing some fancy shit, as we said, some fancy Negro brunch there where he can't even drink because Trey don't drink alcohol anymore by
That's
order of his
ass.
doctor, which is ass. But Trey for dinner, I guess, was having tacos. And so he posted a picture, or I don't even know if he posted in the chat or did he post it on
I
Instagram.
think I think he posted on Instagram. I think.
Either way, Sean comes in and says, "Who the fuck eats flour tortillas in their taco? If it ain't corn tortillas, that ain't a real taco." And all of us were like, "Nigga, you're from Chicago. What do you know about taco?" I mean, it's just the weirdest, not fight, but like argument,
Like, what
right?
makes
Like,
you think you're eligible to
yeah,
talk
how are
about
you? How are
this?
you? Yeah, it's Trey posted on Twitter. It's the tacos, and this is what Sean said: "Flour tortillas are a crime." G, shake my head. What are we doing? Trey hit him with the Martin. Chicago don't have a say on LA tacos, which is true.
Very much so.
Like, unless you coming from Mexico, you I'm sorry, man. Like LA, San Diego, Phoenix, y'all can't talk to us. Anyone, if you have winter, let me put it this way: if you have winter where you from, you can't talk to me about tacos.
Nah, not even, not even.
I'm sorry, that's just the rule, bro. Sean says any spot serving tacos on flour is ass.
This nigga likes crunchy tacos.
I said, Sean, with all due respect, you sound fucking bingo word right now, my G. You eat tacos with flour tortillas? And Trey said, niggas trying to tell Mexicans how to be Mexican. It's crazy. Sean comes back with no real Mexican spot serves tacos with flour tortillas unless you ask. Has Sean never been to like in LA or San Diego or Phoenix or like an actual Mexican place? Does Sean go to like Chipotle? Is that
Yes,
like what's he doing here?
bruh. Every hole in the wall spot I went to in LA, every hole in the wall spot I went to in Mexico, every hole in the wall spot I went to when I was in Phoenix, all had the flour
Flour.
tortilla.
It's the opposite. You order corn because corn is healthier,
Right.
right? Because the flour has got this what's it, starch, the bleach, whatever, and all that shit. Like
Yep.
corn is technically healthier for you, so people ask for corn as a substitute.
Right.
And if you do, I ain't mad at you. Do you have your tacos the way you like them? But this man is a menace.
This
He's a
nigga's
menace.
he's over here talking about homemade tacos. The fucking taco kits you can get. Like, what are you talking about?
Chicago. Then talk about Chicago will eat y'all up. Man, like, Jerv, name 5 cities, or you like, I love the food there. 5 American cities.
um, Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
LA's food was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely like Austin
Okay.
and DC.
Yeah. Yeah.
DC
So
has that black.
I go New York, Miami,
Yeah, New York's
New
pretty good too.
Orleans.
Oh shit, I'm fucking tripping. New Orleans, yes.
People disowned you now. LA and I go with Atlanta too. Notice what was missing from both of our lists.
Oh yeah, no.
Nobody says Chicago for food. For food, let alone some food that ain't even yours, right? I don't even want to go to Chicago for your food. I definitely not go to Chicago for Mexican food.
They say the taste of what's that thing called? The taste of Chicago or some shit.
What is that? Vomit?
You said vomit. His
Yeah,
dog is
your
funny.
dog. This dog wants to be a part of the show so bad.
This dog
Hey,
is so
I heard y'all
bad.
talk about Chicago.
Y'all niggas is tripping. Chicago food slaps.
That's Sean's dog. Um, where are you? You're in Houston right now.
Yeah, I'm in Houston.
Are you allowed to say why you're in Houston?
Yeah, I had to, I just came out to kick it with my homie. They had this event going on, so
Oh, that's what's up,
came
man.
out and went to the event and shit. Yeah,
Houston got good food.
Houston's food's pretty good.
You been to Turkey Leg Hut?
Yes, I have.
Oh man, how good was that?
I didn't go this time. I went before.
How good was it
But
though?
that shit was amazing.
What'd you get? Did you get the Hennessy turkey leg?
I think that sounds about right.
Oh man, I had the Hennessy turkey leg. I went one time. Been once. I went with Perk. Perk had us do a segment of the show from Turkey Leg Hut.
Okay.
So we ain't had to wait no lines or nothing. They had us in the
Listen,
back room. Shit was perfect. And they were like, "What do you want?" Wasn't
of
paying for
course.
nothing, right?
Of course.
So I had the Hennessy turkey leg, had the lemon pepper wings just because, had the mac and cheese, da da
Niggas
da.
love lemon pepper wings.
You don't like lemon pepper?
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not really a big lemon pepper fan. Like it's not bad. It's just what I mean. I'm more
It's
of a garlic parm.
no. See, that's too dry, bro. Or not dry. I don't. There's just something I don't. To me, number one is always hot wings. Just give me them hot
Oh
wings.
yeah.
The ones that's slathered in sauce. Don't give me no dry hot wing.
Of course
That's
not.
that's a waste of my time. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, but it's spicy. Like, I'm not here for the spice. I'm here for that flavor. That's why I like hot wings because of the flavor. So that's my number one. Number two is lemon pepper. Lemon pepper done well. Because sometimes you go to a place that
Yeah.
doesn't do it well, the lemon pepper is all on the outside. And by the time you got that skin off, now that the chicken underneath has no lemon pepper vibe. I'm out on that.
I don't like the sauces though. Like I don't like the how people put like a lemon pepper sauce or like
Oh, no, no, not the sauce. I like the rub.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
like it when it's.
only sauce is cool for me is when it's hot sauce. When it's just the
I like barbecue sauce. I'll take a honey barbecue, but that's lower on the list for me. Right?
yeah.
Like if there's a platter, and I'm getting say 9 piece of wings, right? I'm doing four of the hot wings, 3 of the lemon pepper, 2 of the barbecue, right?
Okay.
Like I'll have a couple of barbecue in there just to mix it up, but not at the expense of. It's never going to be an equal to the other two. You know what I'm saying? Garlic parm. I'll eat them if that's what's available, but I've
You're
never
not a
ordered.
garlic parm fan.
Never, not to order it. Like again, if like, hey, I have garlic parm wings, I'm not gonna be like, ew. I'll have them, and I won't like. They'll be delicious if they're done well, but like not a preference. Not a preference, man.
Blue cheese or ranch.
I'll go either, but if you give me the option, I take ranch.
Oh,
I just like I like it just nice and dip and out. And like the blue cheese whole chunkiness sometimes
oh
is
man.
really
Sometimes you get the piece on the chicken and it just enhances the flavor.
it's just a little too much, man. It's too like I need a sauce that understands its place. Like yo, you I'm Michael Jackson, you Tito. Like the wing is Michael Jackson, and the sauce, the ranch dressing or the blue cheese dressing, they're Tito. Like when they do that, when you talk about like when you get that clump and then it's like pure cheese and into, I feel like it's just like you coming up front and trying to grab the mic and be a lead singer. Like no,
Hey man,
relax.
every now and then the superstar has a bad game. You know, sometimes you need the role player to come out and just drop 30 or 40 points one night.
Oh, you got me thinking about turkey leg huts so much now. Damn, are there turkey leg hut locations in other places other than? Ooh, there's a turkey leg hut Dallas. Because your boy might be going to Dallas, not too far from you. Uh-oh. No, wait, it says Turkey Lake Paradise. Wait a second. Wait a second. What in the bootleg?
It might not be a bootleg. Who knows what the fuck that is? Turkey leg paradise.
I don't know about this one. I might start
walk in
thinking
and walk in and do the what Grandpa Simpson when he saw Bart. Like, oh, okay, this is what I thought
of-
it was.
It's funny. I thought it was going to be like McDowell's. See, we
Oh
got the
shit.
Hennessy and lemonade. They got the Hennessy and lemonade. We've got the
Crowning.
Cavassier and lemonade.
Oh, Cavassier. Ugh. Never
Yeah.
was a Cavassier
For
fan.
real? Got a bottle downstairs right now.
I never liked Cavassier.
Why not?
I don't know if it was. I was gonna sound wild. Uh, it was too smooth.
Damn, nigga. I didn't know that was a negative.
I can't describe it how I really want to describe it. So it was just it had a Bailey's flavor to me.
You know what I don't like is what's the fucking other one? Not Cavassier. It's Remy. I do not like Remy. I don't like that shit, man. And I was like, maybe I'm not sophisticated. I went to an event sponsored by Remy Martin All Star Weekend in Charlotte, and I was like, is this all we got to drink? That's also the infamous one where they try to charge me for a free dinner, so I just fucking dip. Great moments in
Remy,
immediate.
Remy,
Um, let's
you
see,
didn't like that 1738 run they had?
1738. Nah, man, hold on. Remy Martin, Ron James. What was the other? Beats by Dre. Yeah, so like basically, this was it was a dinner, and the drinks were sponsored by Remy Martin or whatever, and so we got there late, but they seated us, and the waitress comes out and says, it's either steak or the lobster or whatever, right, or something else that I didn't eat. We go around like it's a group of like 10 of us, like steak, lobster, whatever. All right, we'll be right back. We got the drinks from the bar, whatever. We're waiting, and at that moment, we got the bat signal that yo, there's a party, and we need to go right now if we're gonna get in. And it's like right next door. So we leave, we go out next door, Security guy is like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's all I can let in. So the rest of us are like, because we understand the deal. Like, yo, man, it's none of this is promised. We're just gonna go back. So we go back. Our seats are still there. Our shit is still there. We're sitting there. They start bringing out the food, and I get the knife and fork, and I take a couple bites of the food. It's pretty good. Da da da. And the waitress comes by and says, "Now, is this on one check or separate checks?" And Jerv, this is exactly what I said because I knew the deal. I knew it was bullshit. Right? This this is everything was paid for. Right? It was a private event. Everything was paid for. We're in here. Also, if this were really a separate check, single check, whatever, you would have given me a menu. I would have picked what the fuck I want. You wouldn't say you could either have this or that. So I knew she was full of shit. So I literally was like this. I looked up. I put the knife and fork down. I picked up the napkin. I got up. I walked. I saw Chris Haynes somewhere. Hey, Chris, what's going on? Walked up to Chris. Hey, hey, walk with me. Blah, blah, blah. Walked outside. All right, man. Late. Wow. Niggas texted me. I mean, where you at? I'm like, I left. What are you doing? Did y'all get up and leave behind me? Like, no, we stayed and paid. I'm like, you shit me. And then they were like,
Why?
weren't you worried that like they would say like, yo, the ESPN guy didn't pay? I'm like, I wish they would, because I'd be on the jump the next day talking about these niggas try to charge me. Me.
The audacity if you try to charge me.
For real. All right, let's last topic, Thanksgiving stuff. All right, so we've been talking kind of about food. We mentioned turkey leg hut. Thanksgiving week is upon us. Some of you are going to be listening to this probably on Thanksgiving. Jerv, every year there seems to be this fight about cranberry sauce. Niggas can't get enough cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce. You like sauce out of the can, or say you like the sauce to be saucy? You make your own sauce to cranberry sauce. I can honestly say, from the depths of my heart, I have never, not once, given a fuck about the cranberry sauce. Like if it's there, I'll mix that shit in. I'm not over here analyzing whether it was coming from a can or if it's all saucy or whatever. Jerv, are you a cranberry sauce guy?
Useless space on my plate.
Mm.
Useless space for this goo that comes out of a can that, that looks like goo that comes out of a can. Like it doesn't even. I'm good. The can's all dented up. People try to be all fly and put it in bowls and everything to make it. It still looks like you still see the rigid stuff from the can. And I'm good. I might want that shit. I don't understand how people eat it.
I mean, it's cool. Again, it's one of those things where it's like if it's not there, I'm not going. Y'all didn't have cranberry sauce. Like I'm not doing that.
Are you
But if
picky
it's there,
with it?
no, I don't give a shit because I only put a little bit on there just for some flavor. But like I'm not.
So it's like a sour cream.
Yeah, for me, it performs the same kind of like it's almost exactly like sour cream, like on my tacos or whatever. Like, I don't give a shit if there's no sour cream. There is, sure, I'll throw some on there, but I'm not out here like fucking losing my mind. Um, turkey, the turkey, Jerv, you guys oven bake or do you fry?
Oven. I like fried though. I like when I go to people's houses and they fry it though.
I've had deep fried turkey one time. It was trash, but I'm not. I don't. I'm pretty sure it's because the people making it didn't know what they were doing.
Okay. Okay.
Because the turkey was deep fried and it was burnt on the outside, and then they left it out in the cold, and so it was this weird combination of both cold and burnt.
They left it out in the cold thinking it was going to help it out. Well, maybe. Oh my God! Maybe if we just leave it outside. Maybe that'll take some of the burntness away. It'll reverse
Unbelievable.
it.
That was also my introduction to white people like to have casseroles with like what's it called, Tostitos or Cheetos as a crust. when they take the potato chips or whatever and they make that as the
Oh,
crust of the casserole. That was my introduction to that same Thanksgiving. But other
are
than that,
you
I've
a
always
dip? Are you a dip guy?
dip.
Yeah,
What kind of dip? What are we talking about?
like I like whatever, like fucking. I don't know, like the dips that people put out on the fucking trays and shit for like you to dip shit in.
What are you dipping though?
I don't know, whatever you
Turkey?
want to dip. No, no, you're not dipping fucking turkey.
Like what are you
You-
talking about?
You're fucking dipping like crackers and fucking potato chips and all
Oh,
that shit.
not really. No, not really, man. Like the carrot, you little baby carrots, and no, not really. I mean, like again, I'm not opposed to it, but it's just like a lot of times I just be eating whatever it is. Salsa, maybe a salsa on the chip, maybe
I'm a big salsa and queso guy.
for Thanksgiving or in general.
Oh no, just in general.
Yeah,
Just in
like,
general.
I'm talking about we're talking about Thanksgiving now, man. Like,
No, no, I hear you. I was just saying, yeah, but not. So if it's out, if there's salsa out, I'm going. Yeah,
if
I'm at,
there's
I'm
salsa
at this.
out, now I'm dipping.
Listen, I like when people put out fresh salsa. Now that
Like
I'll
fresh
take.
made.
Yeah, like if you do like your fresh, yeah.
Wow, that's asking a lot. I'll give me the Tostitos one with the green.
No, no, no. Oh, okay, hold on. Wait, I'm not acting like Mr. Bougie
I
where
mean,
it
you
has
kind of
to
are when you
be.
say you wanted
No,
fresh made salsa, man.
no. I'm saying when it happens, it's like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. Like it's some fresh made salsa. But I mean, in my pantry, there's Tostitos. Like that's perfectly fine.
I
I like
love
all
that shit.
flavors.
I love that shit. I don't like the queso dip.
Really?
Mm-mm. Give me salsa. I like salsa.
I'm a queso
Um,
guy.
but going back to Thanksgiving, so the oven roasted turkey for me.
Yep.
Maybe one day someone will make me a deep fried turkey. And I'll be like, oh my god, that was incredible. But
I'm shocked that you've only had it one time.
one time, man, I don't know anyone with a deep fryer, so that's part of it, you know. Now with the sides, what are the sides you're looking forward to, Jerv? You
My
get
palate's different now.
Oh, I mean, tell me what it is now.
So I mean, actually, mac and cheese,
Yes,
100%.
100% mac and
Uh,
cheese.
got to get them yams.
By the way, mac and cheese in the tray. It's got to be
Yeah,
made in that foil tray that you get from the supermarket, coming out the oven golden brown on top. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. We're one for one. You said yams. I like
yeah.
yams. I don't know if they make my Mount Rushmore. I like yams. Don't get me wrong. I like yams.
See,
Again.
see, yams to me are the or what you do with cranberry sauce.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly.
You know
Yes.
what I mean?
They
That to
add
me,
their
that's
flavor
that's yeah,
enhancers. Their
yeah.
flavor
I
enhancers. You
don't need
mix
a
it up
lot.
with something else. Yep.
Um, I'm a big Brussels sprout person now.
Definitely not on my Mount Rushmore.
No, I gotta have some sort of veggie, man. There's got to be a veggie on
And
your
that's
Mount
what you went
Rushmore. I
with.
mean, what other? I don't. I'm kind of over string beans or green beans, whatever you call them.
Me too. But
Greens don't really count
why don't they count?
because we don't make them as vegetables. Like we make.
They are vegetables. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you
I
talking about?
hear
They're
you.
green.
Okay.
It's in the name.
Okay. Yeah, you're
What else?
you're right.
You've got mac and cheese. You got Brussels sprouts. You got yams, and what's your fourth?
I'm not liking the disrespect you're giving my Brussels sprouts
Sprouts, man. Yeah,
selection.
just
Like, I
smell.
got that's my veggie, bro. Like I'm sorry, I'm sorry I don't want greens. Okay, I'm sorry.
What's number
Uh,
four?
um, I'm a big Caribbean dude, so I like rice and peas.
I like rice and peas too.
Yeah.
Again, not on my Mount Rushmore, but rice and peas, nice compliment.
Oh no, stuffing.
Stuffing. There you
Oh
go.
yeah,
Yeah.
stuffing,
So me,
stuffing
it's
for
mac
sure.
and cheese. It's stuffing.
Yeah,
It's
you get
greens,
that mixture with the yams, and then
and then my fourth. This is a controversial one, man. But I don't care. Mashed potatoes, man. I feel like mashed potatoes, good mashed potatoes, not them
wait.
instant shit.
So you judged my Brussels sprouts, and you came back with mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, 10 times out of 10 over Brussels sprouts, bro. with the gravy. When they put the pool of gravy in it, it's like a little swimming pool of gravy with the mashed potatoes all around it. Like, oh man! And then
I've
you
never
mix
been a
that up
mashed
with
potato
stuffing,
guy.
and you mix that up with the a little bit of mac and cheese, and oh, it's all one big glob. Because the mashed potatoes act like this glue that sticks all the other things together. And then when you take that one scoop right there, fuck man, that shit is good.
I
Oh,
mean, it does. I'm just cool, and
I'm
then your
hungry,
mouth,
bro.
then that should be stuck to the roof of your mouth, and you be fucked up.
Oh man, that's where you gotta go get you a nice coquito or something like that to wash that shit down. What's
I'm,
your holiday beverage of choice, Jerv?
I'm an eggnog
Coquito.
guy.
I like coquito, man.
I see that's the wave now. Everyone's drinking coquito. I'm not saying that, but I guess what social media allows me to see that
Yeah,
everyone does this now.
yeah.
I've had it. I just like eggnog. I'm old fashioned. I'm old school.
I boo Santa Claus.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
are you
man, this shit got me so hungry now. I got tears. What's up?
no
What were you
this
gonna ask?
no food coma? The food coma. Are you a leftovers dude, or how long?
1 million. I'm gonna eat leftovers until they go bad
Oh,
or until they're
you're the
finished.
guy Plies is talking to. Plies
Yes,
is talking. Oh, come on, man.
I don't. I don't see any shame. I hate when people are ashamed. I honestly, I have like had friction in relationships with women who say I don't eat leftovers. Like, what do you mean you don't eat leftovers? It's just as good. Matter of fact, it tastes better in some cases than the
Yeah,
first time around.
yeah.
Oh, there's nothing like what's so great about leftovers? You open the fridge like I don't know what to eat, and then you look, you say, "Oh shit, I remember you." Come on with it, man. Left
I'm usually good after like Monday. Monday's usually my last day.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Nah, man, come on, bro. You're not doing a week? I'm doing a week off of leftovers.
a week, a week. That's kind of reckless to me.
I'm
That's
doing a
kind of
week.
reckless to me. You missed the whole trash cycle. That
It's
shit's
not,
kind of
bad.
nah, bro. A
It's not
week? That's
bad.
wild. That's
It's not,
wild.
but it's not bad. It's like it tastes okay. It tastes just as good. Like it's not like it's starting to smell funky. It's not turning or anything. I'm not saying like go have
Whatever,
you some.
whatever the meat selection that was on the plate, it's 100% that's dry now. Just dry it out. It's dried out in a week.
Air fryer.
Oh,
Air fryer
okay.
bring them back to life in a way, man. I'm telling you,
I
air
will. I
fryer
will say
changed
this
the
is
game.
my. I've had an air fryer, but I had an air fryer for the last couple years, but I've now gotten real like Instagram chefish with my air fryer, where I'm
Telling
just
you,
putting
man.
I'm just putting everything in the air fryer.
I'm starting to learn like all this shit that I used to microwave, whatever. Give it a couple extra minutes. Put it in the air fryer. You'll thank yourself later. You'll be like, yeah, this is actually a great
Everything.
move. Uh, Shout out to 10 Day Tony from Levitar show. He taught me how to reheat pizza on the air fryer. We put it in the air
Yep.
fryer, 370 degrees, 4 minutes. That should have come
Perfect.
out like it just came out fresh right now.
Shout out to YouTube. I learned how to do how do I do this? How do I cook this in the air fryer? How do I do this?
Somebody was trying to look down on air fryers, like, oh, that's not cooking. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what it is. I give a fuck
I'm
that
just
it made my food quick.
I'm waiting for the Back to the Future pizza.
The
That's
hydrate
what
level 4. Hydrate level 4. Bing! Come out and that shit full.
shit took 3 seconds. He was like, "Is it done
Oh,
yet?" I'm like, "What?"
mom, you sure do know how to hydrate a pizza. On that note, thank you for joining us on Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. Make sure you are joined on to the Patreon, patreon.com/count the dings. You are getting this episode in full all at once on Monday, as opposed to bit by bit throughout the week. Make sure you're getting those OG podcast episodes with me and Zach and Tom and Waz and Trey and Jade. We do this every single week. It is on and popping. If you missed the good old days, we are bringing the good old days back. Also, the watch alongs, again, I sent it into the group text. We will be doing a World Cup watch along at some point, and a lot more. The Discord, there's so much more. I honestly probably undersell the Patreon because there's just so much stuff there for everybody. For Big Jerv, I'm Amino Hassan reminding you to stay black, motherfuckers.